Good afternoon, welcome to Nosey Road. A big cheer goes up from the Saints faithful as the Saints come out, led out today by mascot Andrew Ashall. Now Andrew there is a tall, rangy lad. He's aged 12. He goes to Upholland High School, deep in pie eater country. So he goes with the Wiganers, but he's supporting a good team here with the Saints. His grandfather, Bob Graham, who used to play with the Saints before the war with the likes of Ellaby, Lewis and co. A big day for him. There he is out. Paul Vaulting just to his left. Roy Haggerty there in front of him. His favourite Saints current players are Shane Cooper and Phil Vevers. And he comes from a lifelong family of Saints supporters. A big cheer also for the Leeds team as they come out. A very substantial Leeds contingent here at Nosey Road today. Well, the voice is going already, but as I said, a big contingent of Leeds spectators. There's Andrew just out there with Shane Cooper, Paul Groves. The Leeds team now, a star-studded Leeds team, multi-thousand-pound signings in the ranks. Today's matchday official, Mr. Steele. I'll just go through the teams for you now. Saints first, of course, number 1, Phil Vevers, 2, David Tanner, 3, Michael O'Connor, 4, Paul Loughlin, 5, Les Quirk, 6, Shane Cooper, 7, Neil Holding, 8, Tony Burke, unfortunately making his 19th and last appearance of the season for the Saints. Number 9, Paul Groves, 10, Stuart Evans, 11, Bernard Dwyer, 12, Roy Haggerty, 13, Paul Vaulting, substitutes for Saints, 14, Darren Bluer, and 15, John Harrison. The Leeds team, number 1, Ettinghausen, 2, Bentley, 3, Lord, 4, Gibson, 5, Ford, 6, Lyons, 7, Ashton, 8, Bacco, 9, Maskill, 10, Crooks, 11, Powell, 12, Dixon, Paul Dixon, international packman there, come from Halifax. Number 13, David Heron, just had a benefit season at Leeds. A good servant to the Leeds club with substitutes number 14 David Stevenson and 15 Hugh Waddell. Well, the Saints got to get back into winning ways. How often have we said that this season? Same as Alec Murphy said, it's just he wishes that Saints could just be consistent. 2 defeats over the Christmas period there by Wigan and Widnes, and Saints looking forward to avenge the 32-0 defeat which they sustained at Headingley. Phil Vevers there takes the ball right on the dead ball line, drives upfield. Tony Burke now, powerhouse forward, bursting through. Saints have put Tony Burke, they put him on the transfer list, that's his own request last week. £75,000 and Bradford came in, and Saints have done a deal with Brendan Hill, the prop forward, going to Bradford, and Tony Burke moving over to Bradford, as I said, and Brendan Hill coming here to Nosey Road. But the deal must only go through after today. I know Brendan Hill's out suspended. It's the last match of a suspension. So Tony Burke with his last appearance in a Saints shirt against the team from where he came. He came from Leeds in 1983, I think it was. Well, it's Leeds. The ball back to Lyons for the kick downfield, trying to peg the Saints back, but Leeds moving up very quickly. Phil Vevers temporarily fumbles it. Well, it looks very slippy out there. Had a lot of drizzle lately. It's been quite dry today, but a lot of rain and probably slippy conditions on top of this Nosey Road pitch. The pitch looks in good condition. Roy Haggerty now offloads to Shane Cooper. Saints moving right. Bernard Dwyer. Michael O'Connor, acting halfback. Trying to drive through on his own, no way through for him. Bernard Dwyer, Cooper. Saints lofted ball to Loughlin. I think Leeds have got it. Paul Loughlin just couldn't gather it. Rather lofted ball. Well, Leeds back in possession. Well, Powell there. Good forward, Roy Powell, international packman. Colin Maskill attacked in half-back. onto Big Sam Backo, slamming Sam as he's known. Canberra Raider player over in Australia, over here with the Leeds outfit. Maskill again, typical for the hooker to take the dummy half onto Lee Crooks. But Roy Haggerty there intercepts, quickly gets it away to Loughlin. Tries to fend one off, Les Quirk with him, but he couldn't give the ball. Solid tackling there from Leeds, but Saints are driving up here. Neil Holding from acting half-back. Well, Crooks in there. Looked a rather aggressive tackle. Powell lying on, but Leeds line out finally. Cooper and Groves knocked it past the 14. The pass is charged down, all on room. Surely it's a knock-on. Well, Leeds knocked it down. No advantage to the Saints, and Leeds are in possession. Heron picks the ball up, and to add insult to injury, Saints are penalised for offside. Well, I don't know how he can make that out. Mr. Steele from Cumbria, never even heard of him. But Saints are penalised, and the first penalty of the match goes Leeds' way. So Leeds find touch just outside the Saints 25. Maskill onto Backo. Certainly cabbaged a couple of yards there, did Maskill. The ball's loose. I think Saints have come up with it. No, it's still in Leeds' possession. Was Maskill quickly down on that? Leeds still in possession now, just the early softening up process onto Cliff Lyons, change of direction, chip kick through, kick forward by Leeds, John Bentley, ex-rugby union player there, another one that's, another rugby union player that's turned to the league code in the last few weeks. Groves inside to Stuart Evans. Diagonal run, but well taken down there. Cooper onto Neil Holding. Lions moving up very quickly. It's a pity Mr. Steele doesn't notice the lead side moving up as quickly as he just noticed Saints offside. Paul Vartin. Powerhouse forward, Vartin gets the ball onto Neil Holding. Dwyer across to Loughlin. Onto David Tanner, Loughlin, onto O'Connor I should say, onto Tanner, then O'Connor comes for the loop movement. He's still going, O'Connor, up that main stand touchline. O'Connor plays it to himself, sets Saints on pump, crossfield, overlap on the left, Paul Martin, out to Loughlin, goes in field, Loughlin stretching upfield, powering his way into the lead 25. 20 yards from the Leeds line, but it's the last tackle of this set of 6. Overlap on the right for Saints. Lofted ball by Haggerty, but it's Gibson, I think, that's got it. Saints players chasing, Quirk coming off his own, over to that far side. Solid tackle from the Saints, from Phil Beavers and Les Quirk. Certainly covered some yardage there. Off his own wing, onto the right wing was Les Quirk. Stopped the Leeds man about 5 yards short. But it's Leeds now, putting the pressure back on. They knock on. The referee's actually awarded it, a scrummed out with a Saints feed, just inside the Saints 25. Brilliant covering display from the Saints there after that lofted pass from Roy Haggerty was intercepted by Carl Gibson. Neil Holding to feed, as I said, just inside the Saints 25. First scrum of the match. Leeds penalised there. I don't know what the referee's indicating, loose arm or whatever, but it's a penalty to the Saints. Looks like diving into the scrum is indicated. Stuart Evans, first receiver, releases the ball back to Groves. Characteristic dummy from Groves, but solid tackling from Leeds. Right in front of the referee, rather over-exuberant tackling. All offside on the referee's right. And believe it or not, he's actually spotted it this time. Cliff Lyons remonstrating with the referee, and the far side touch judge is on for an infringement, so anything could happen. John Harrison, the Saints substitute, already on there with the sand bucket. Lee Crooks there, I think, being spoken to by referee Steele. He's obviously said something to the linesman on the far side. Lee Crooks is the captain. He is, I suppose, in a bit of authority to question or ask the referee why he's made the decision, but something must have been said out of the ordinary there. Crooks was brought out to the referee, but the penalty for offside still stands, and it's Paul Locklin with a chance to get points on the board, the first points of this afternoon's encounter. 45 yards out, just to the left of the posts. Just 8 minutes of this first half gone, no score at present. Paul Locklin lining up, looks good from here. Bangs it right between the sticks. So Saints take a lead in the 8th minute with a Paul Locklin penalty conversion, with Leeds being caught offside. Paul Locklin's 63rd goal of the season in League and Cup encounters. As I said before, Saints hoping to avenge that 32 points to nil drubbing at Leeds. Well, at least with that Locklin goal, we're actually not going to be nilled. We're on the team sheet. Both teams playing well in the early few minutes. As I said, just weighing each other up. It's been even Steven. Saints have been up at the Leeds end, and Leeds there after that interception up at the Saints end, but good cover from the Saints. Tony Burke shoulder down and driving in. As I said, he's making his 19th and last appearance for the Saints today. He came from the Leeds club after being previously playing for the Bramley. He came to Nosey Road with Gary Murby, going as a straight player exchange, I believe, to Leeds. And Murby now is back in the ranks at Keighley. Well, nothing wrong with that at all. That's a good tackle by Evans, right round the shoulder. Took the man there, referee Steele right on the job. Solid tackling from the Saints again. You got to get into this Leeds outfit and close them down. Well, penalised this time. How can you weigh the man up? The man just on the ground, no holding down at all. Bernard Dwyer being penalised there. And Saints subjected to another penalty award against them. Bentley, this right winger for Leeds, finding touch 10 yards inside the Saints half. The ball being come out to the back of the Leeds saddle, but the Leeds man's there to pick it up. It's Gary Lord now, right centre for Leeds in possession. Roy Haggerty and Paul Vortin quickly in there. With Vortin and O'Connor play for the Manly club over in Australia. Also Cliff Lyons, the Manly half-back there, so he's a useful player, this Lyons. You've got to watch him on his debut. I think it was his debut match when Saints played Leeds at Headingley, and he scored a superb try. Had a good game all round. Gary Lord siding through there, but O'Connor over there on the far side. Beavers in. Saints complete the tackle. It shows you how Leeds can move up very quickly. Lyons there with a lofted up and under. The Beavers can take it cleanly. Well, Lyons comes up with it. But obviously an infringement. Well, Locklin brought down there. A penalty there, surely. Yes, another 10 yards taken by the referee. Leeds not getting back on side. Locklin taken down in his efforts to get up to the Saints 25 for a quick play the ball. So Leeds penalised twice in quick succession. There's Crooks again. He's certainly giving the referee some lip. I just wonder how long Mr. Steele's going to put up with his lip. Well, a knock on there, Phil forward. Oh, the man said it's gone backwards. The ball clearly being knocked forward, and Phil Ford allowed to pick it up and carry on. But Phil Ford signed by Leeds, or he chose to go to Leeds in a £95,000 deal from Bradford Northern. But it's Leeds back in possession. Looks like David Heron there with Ray Ashton, this ex-Oldham half-back at dummy half. Ashton again onto Lyons, setting the Leeds pack going left. Ettinghausen in there onto Carl Gibson. Solid tackle again. Beavers there. well positioned at full-back. Crooks, short ball. Leeds trying to get it going. The ball's loose. Must be all on. Loughlin picks it up. Powell round the legs, but I don't think who's that man. Salamin Sam Bacco tackled Loughlin right round the head area there. As the second tackler, but it's Saints in possession, just outside their own 25. Stuart Evans just driving in. Groves at dummy half, onto Tony Burke. Groves again, Saints being contained by the Leeds outfit, not able to break out. Holding, long ball out to Les Quirk. Playing well the last few matches, Quirk. He scored a pearler at Norton Park on New Year's Day. Just pushed one Leeds man off and then went over with two hanging on his back. Holding, Grubbers for touch. Good kick from Holding there. Not much room on the right. I don't know whether it was the sixth tackle. I just wasn't paying attention to the referee. But Holding grubbered towards the Leeds 25 on this popular side stand. Found touch successfully. There's a scrum down just outside the Leeds 25. A Leeds feed. Ashton feeds and Leeds come up with the ball. On to Lyons. Creating a gap. Quick hands there. Ettinghausen linking up. But he kicks the ball, but he has to take the tackle. It goes directly into touch. So scrum down going to be formed from the point where the ball was kicked. So it's a scrum down now, just 10 yards inside the Leeds half. Superb tackle there from the Saints on Ettinghausen as he kicked the ball. Put him off, it went directly into touch. So it's the Saints feed. Neil Holding to feed, Saints come up with the ball. Leeds with one man down, injured. Well, the ball's loose again. Can Saints capitalise on it? He touched the Leeds man and then back to a Saints player. But the referee awarding the knock-on. Obviously Leeds penalised for the knock-on, not giving Saints the advantage, but Saints feed. Holding quickly round, onto David Tanner, coming centre field, siding his way through. The referee there speaking to two players, one from each side, over there on the main stand side. But Saints are awarded the penalty, and Leeds looking to make a substitution, an early substitution now, with David Stevenson coming on for the injured Gary Lord. Phil Weaver's there. Finds touch on the far side. Saints on the Leeds 25, another 5 tackles to make it count now. Groves attacked in half-back, onto Evans. Backs into the Leeds defenders, looking to unload the ball, but can't do so this time. The ball coming left, Cooper. Back to Neil Holding, into space. Feeds it inside. Haggerty can't take it, but Dwyer tidies up. Evans trying to release it to David Tanner, but Leeds come in with the tackle. And Saints still in possession. Paul Vortin drives straight upfield. A good straight run of Vortin. Leeds by example. Took over the Saints captaincy. Cooper. Paul Groves pushes one off. Onto Haggerty. Brilliant sidestep from Haggerty. He's brought down 10 yards right in front of the Leeds sticks. Last tackle now of this sequence of 6 for Saints. Bernard Dwyer, Neil Holding. Little chip kick through. Tall on. Well, Roy Powell comes up with the ball. Another Leeds player injured there, Cliff Lyons it looks like. But it substitutes for David Stevenson. I think they're in possession. Maskill, on to Ashton, on to Bacco. Looking to release, he does so. Good ball, but super tackle from Michael O'Connor. I think that was Paul Dixon coming through. but O'Connor's penalised for wrenching the ball from Dixon's hands, supposedly. The referee must have shouted that the tackle had been completed, so Saints are penalised. "17 minutes of this first half gone. Certainly a good game up to now. Both sides tackling well, and certainly not many chinks in the armour of either side. Sam Bacco. Maskill attacked in half-back. Leeds move it right. On to Lee Crooks. Both Crooks and Gary Schofield that play for Leeds both came from the Hull club. A lot of money exchange hands for both these international players. Schofield, I don't know whether he's injured or what, but he's not on the park today. Maskill brings it blindside to David Heron. Solid tackling there, holding Loughlin and Paul Barton. Maskill again. Leeds take it left. Lyons on to Crooks. Lofted ball anywhere. Taken by Carl Gibson. On to Lyons, but Leeds quickly break. Ettinghausen, I think that is, linking up. The ball being knocked forward. So another scrum's going to be formed midway between the halfway and the Saints 25. It's going to be a Saints feed, and Neil Holding just going over there. Neil Holding now feeds, the ball comes out the back. Holding gathers it. Ashton tries to force him into touch. Well, Ashton moving up there, offside. But Saints moving quickly to the left. Michael O'Connor, lovely ball to Vivers, linking up, powering his way over. Watch Vivers go! Quirk's on his left, he feeds the ball inside. Quirk gathers it, play's allowed to go on. Still powering his way, Les Quirk. Brilliant play from Vivers there. Lovely ball from Michael O'Connor, split the Leeds defence open, and Vivers took the running up. Saints, Vivers again, up to Loughlin, must go into the corner. Well, just forced into touch, very unlucky there, but Saints again. Vivers very instrumental again, linking up there with the back division. And Saints nearly powering over in this left-hand corner. Scrum down now, just time to take one against the head. Paul Groves if he can, but certainly a good example of feeding there, but Saints are penalised. Ashton fed the scrum. Saints are penalised for diving into this scrum, but Ashton certainly fed that scrum, but Leeds were awarded the penalty. Maskill restarts 10 yards outside the Leeds 25. Bacco comes in, Burke takes him down. Crooks. Certainly the Saints tackling looking very sharp today. Ashton, Lyons, Powell onto Heron. Leeds break quickly on the left. Inside to Powell again. Solid tackling from the Saints outfit this time, containing the Leeds onslaught. Tony Burke and Stuart Evans there complete the tackle. Maskill for Leeds, set them on the way. Crooks, lofted ball anywhere from Crooks onto this rugby union wingman Bentley, but he's forced into touch. Came in off Paul Loughlin. Bentley fed the ball inside, but I think he's going to give Leeds the feed. Certainly very unlucky there, the Saints. Well, they're feeding again, right in front of the referee. Well, will they never learn, these men? He got away with it up at the far end, just short of their own line, but Saints are awarded the penalty this time, and rightly so. Ray Ashton fed his second row there, blatant feeding, but powerhouse play from the Saints now. Tony Burke, first man in. Brought down on the Leeds 25 there. Paul Groves. Feeds it inside, Stuart Evans. Couple of forward drives from the Saints, whereas perhaps they'd be better swinging it out right across the line straight away. Paul Barton beats one. Just goes inside now. Saints going centre field, still about 20 yards from the Leeds line, still in the lead by 2 points to nil. That's early Paul Loughlin penalty goal. Haggerty, quick hands, Cooper, ball charged down. Leeds pick it up very quickly. Shane Cooper was going to grub her diagonally for Michael O'Connor. The ball hit the Leeds man, he managed to pick it up and Leeds are back in possession. Roy Powell just brought down inside the Saints half. Short ball there onto Lee Crooks, looked a hint forward. Maskill from acting half back, powers his way through, Beavers brings him down. Solid tackling from Beavers, can't complain about his tackling so far today. Stevenson. Subject of paper talk linked with Saints, David Stevenson before the cup deadline of noon tomorrow. Cliff Lyons, diagonal crossfield kick. Taken by David Tanner. Bill Ford brings him down. Saints back in possession. 10 yards from their own line. Michael O'Connor certainly covers some ground in a match as O'Connor. Dwyer feeds inside to Roy Haggerty. The Leeds currently second in the Stones Winter League Championship, just behind Castleford with 22 points. They're in second place. Saints are in fourth position with 15 points, so 7 points separating the teams, and Saints certainly need the points in the Stones Winter Championship, the 2 points from today's encounter. Bill Beavers kicks upfield, Ettinghausen takes it on the full, comes crossfield, but Cooper comes in. Super tackle from Cooper, round the legs, can't go without the legs these men, but it's Bentley going across to the left. He's playing on the right wing, but he moved in behind Ettinghausen and moved over to the left hand side there. Roy Haggerty brings him down, Leeds still in possession. 10 yards outside the Saints 25 now. Ashton trying to set his forwards up on tobacco there, flicks it up, the ball's loose, it's back in possession. Tony Burke, I think that is. Cooper, touched by the Leeds man, all on, knocked back, yes, Les Quirk, the Leeds man knocked it back. So another 6 tackles, and whether the referees knocked him off I don't know. Neil Holding. Maskill in there with Roy Powell. Cooper at dummy half. Evans gets the ball out to Barton. Saints looking for support. Beavers. Bernard Dwyer now. Barton now at acting half-back for Saints. Straight from the acting half-back position. Flicks it out there. Onto Cooper. Short ball to Evans. Onto Haggerty. Good ball to Quirk, but he knocks it back. Well, the ball going back there off Les Quirk, but a knock-on being ruled right in front of us. 10 yards inside the Saints half. Quarter an hour of the first half remaining, just 2 points to nil in Saints' favour. The 8th minute Paul Loughlin penalty goal. Leeds come up with the ball from the scrum. Lyons again, passes out, well, a faulty pass round the man. Well, Lyons bounces the ball down, goes over to the referee, wants to remonstrate with the referee. If he doesn't get a grip, he's given an offside. Surely it was obstruction, but Lyons there, you could see he was incensed. He was going to go over to the referee and have a few words in his ear. It's a pity he was restrained by his teammates. We might have got another 10 yards advantage upfield. Well, Leeds all offside on the referee's right. They all walked up with him there, but he didn't pay attention this time. Saints in possession. Paul Groves at dummy half. Looking to go through from acting half-back. There's no chinks in the Leeds armour from the acting half-back position so far. Holding, short ball to Cooper. Gives the dummy, looks for support on the left, but Leeds don't take the dummy. Backo in there with David Heron, I think. Heron holding down. Saints penalised for less than that over there on the right before. But it's Paul Martin taking up the running. Powerful forward this Martin. Well, Saints going to have a go for drop goal now. Certainly got to come away with something. Yes, the ball back to Haggerty. Looks good, does it? Yes, right between the sticks. Well, an old adage of Alex Murphy, when you're up there at that end, don't come away with any points. There's always a possibility of a drop goal. Haggerty pops it over. That's his second of the season. His second drop goal of the season. It edges Saints into a 3-0 lead. Bentley kicks off. Michael O'Connor, tremendous player O'Connor, just covers a tremendous amount of ground all over this field in a game. Tony Burke now breaks through the first line of defence, still powering forward, tremendously strong from a standing start. Tony Burke. Evans now pushes Heron off. But the referee looking to his linesman, his touch judge here. I didn't see the touch judge indicate anything, but the referee adjudging Stuart Evans to have knocked on. Scrum down, 10 yards inside the Saints half. Saints are penalised for foot up at the scrum after Ashton had blatantly fed the second row. We're supposed to be getting a better standard of referee with this top 10 system, and yet at Norton Park on New Year's Day we had Mr. Allott in charge. He's been demoted from the top 10, and yet he was in charge of the match of the day. You just can't weigh it up, can you? Dixon now. Cliff Lyons on to Dixon. Gives the dummy, still in possession, Dixon. Certainly leading the Saints defence, a merry dance. Maskill, Lyons offside there, but the Leeds in possession, move it left. David Stevenson, solid tackle from O'Connor, but he gets it out to Phil Ford. Got to get in and get this forward down. Certainly a pace merchant, but Leeds have lost a full 20 yards in that movement. Well, Ford doesn't like it. Oh, ridiculous decision there by referee Steele. Ford certainly moving into Shane Cooper and forcing the referee to give Leeds a penalty. Well, he certainly conned Mr. Steele into giving a penalty there. Shane Cooper there being penalised for not allowing Ford to get up. Ridiculous. But Leeds from the added yardage, fine touch on the Saints 25. Backo, first receiver, held up in the tattle there, and Saints have got to withstand this Leeds pressure. Ashton, short ball to Crooks, solid tackling there. Tony Burke, Bernard Dwyer quickly in. Maskill turns the ball outside. Lyons still stood up in the tattle, he releases it on to Dixon. Flicks it up, the ball's loose, Saints must capitalise on it. Saints are back in possession, 10 yards from their own line, centre field. Beavers to Stuart Evans. Well, if Leeds are 10 yards, I'll eat my hat. But Cooper, certainly he's not being taken back the full 10 yards. Tony Burke beats the first line of defence, quick play the ball to Groves. Powers his way upfield. Maskill brings him down. Well, the man was tackled on the floor and he's coming in again for a second bite of the cherry. Leeds moving forward there. Haggerty. Solid tackling there. David Heron, one of the tattlers in with Lee Crooks. Ashton offside, moving up very quickly. Loughlin lofts the ball, cross field. Will it go into touch? Well, it does. Bad play from Leeds there. Phil Ford, he could have had that ball, but it's gone into touch. Got to constitute a scrum down just inside the Leeds half. Certainly a 50-50 chance of Paul Grove second in against the head there, but it is a Leeds feed. Ray Ashton got a feed. But Leeds come up with a scrum, and judging by the cheers from the jeers and boos, I should say, from the main stand side, he certainly must have fed that scrum again. Well, second bite of the cherry, and Leeds come up with the ball. On to Lyons. Saints come up with the ball. Break quickly to the left. Loughlin! Just brought down there, very unluckily. Paul Dickon, substitute David Stevenson. On to Cooper, trying to create space. Neil Holding gives the dummy, drives up centre field, but the space soon closed down there. The gap opened and then closed immediately. Paul Barton gives the dummy, drives up into the Leeds 25. Michael O'Connor onto Roy Haggerty, straightens it up. Saints hopefully power over for a try here. Certainly give them a lot of confidence. Cooper inside there, Evans inside to Holding. Yes, is he over? Brought down, inches short. Bernard Dwyer knocked it half-back. It's the last tackle of this set of 6. Dwyer tries to kick through, but Leeds come up with the ball. Maskill it is. Dwyer tried to grub it through, certainly needed something with Leeds right on the line, and Saints only inches short. Very unlucky there. Good play near the Saints line. And Neil Holding nearly powering his way over. But Leeds in possession. Saints certainly sticking to the task. The tackling's been superb so far this afternoon. Roy Powell in possession for Leeds. Just about 10 yards away from his own line. Leeds spread it to their left. Crooks right across the face of the goal. Very unlucky. Oh, very unlucky there. Saints couldn't capitalise on it, but it's David Stevenson. Knocks on right in front of the sticks. Certainly the Saints crowd getting behind them now. The time for Saints to put the pressure on. A scrum down about 5 yards from the Leeds line. Saints feed. Neil Holding to feed. Certainly Saints will have to make it count this time. Just about 5 minutes of the first half remaining. Saints still with a 3 points to nil lead. Neil Holding feeds. Ball comes out Saints side. Neil Holding still in possession. On to Bernard Dwyer. Big gap there. Dwyer diagonal run, but Dwyer closed down. Loughlin wants a quick play of the ball. Out to Paul Barton. Drives forward, brought down inches short. Dwyer again at dummy half. Evans coming in, but the ball going back. Beavers tidies up. On to Groves. The ball's loose. Tanner comes up, but Saints are forced back about 10-15 yards, but we're still in possession. Give Saints a bit of space. Cooper now. Loose ball again. Leeds kick downfield. Carl Gibson. The chase is on. Gibson kicking again. No, there's no way he's going to reach that ball. O'Connor's back. Yes, good play there, but Saints with just one pass too many in an attacking position, and the ball coming out. Carl Gibson kicked it through. Saints nearly had to pay the price for that play. Just when they was attacking 10 yards from the Saints line, from the Leeds line. But Saints forced to drop out from between their own sticks now, from being in an attacking position on the Leeds line. The back now dropping out from between their own sticks. Neil Holding it is. Cliff Lyons. No, it's Ettinghausen, I think, that comes up with the ball. Loughlin completes the tackle after Shane Cooper had stopped him. On to Roy Powell. Blind side. Good strong forward this Powell. There's a look at Frank Bruno when he's powering his way through. On to Crooks, centre field, brought down just outside the Saints 25. Ray Ashton, on to Maskill, back inside to Ashton. Leeds bring it blind side, on to Stevenson, he throws it anywhere, keeps it going. Dixon, I think it is, should be bouncing to touch this man. He does well, just keeps his legs in the field of play. Bentley, inside to Ashton. It's Ashton and Lyons that you've got to get in there, give them some clog, make sure the tackle's completed. Last tackle now for Leeds. Maskill over to Lyons. Leeds are running it, the man's down on the ground. Saints moving very quickly, and there's the first changeover of the game. Groves gives the dummy, drives upfield, feeds it on to Tony Burke. Saints will have to power the way upfield now. Well, being held down there. Tony Burke, Roy Haggerty now, straightens it up. Plenty of Leeds attention on Pac-Man Haggerty, international second row Pac-Man. Bernard Dwyer brings it blindside. Saw the gap, tries to duck under the Leeds saddle, but Dixon brings him down. And David Heron. Loughlin tried to break the tattle and feed it to Phil Beavers linking up. Michael O'Connor now. Crossfield, Grubber for touch. Finds touch successfully on the Leeds 25. Well, the Saints certainly weathering the storm after Leeds kicking through. Both Cal Gibson turning through, kicked the ball on, but Saints won the chase for the line to kick the ball dead. Michael O'Connor and Phil Beavers coming back, and certainly O'Connor showed his pace. But Saints have managed to move 75 yards upfield, even though Leeds have got possession from the scrum. It's Ashton trying to get through, releases the ball. Leeds still in possession, but Gibson there being hassled. Quirk comes up with it. Quirk still going. Oh, unlucky there. Let's go. The ball's still loose. All on, very unlucky there. Phil Beavers kicked the ball upfield. He didn't know he touched it, but Leeds are back in possession. After Leeds, some sloppy play there and some enterprising play by Les Quirk. Just about a minute and a half of normal time remaining. Leeds contained in their own 25 at present. The ball's loose. Saints come up with it. Just the time to score now if Saints can move it quickly and break this Leeds defence. Cooper scything his way through. Comes back in field. Always looking to release, but solid Leeds settling. Hold firm this time. Neil Holding, acting half-back. Saints move it left. Onto Roy Haggerty. Straightens up. Drives for the line. Looking for support. Groves now. Brings it left. Paul Martin, diagonal run. He straightens up. Certainly Saints putting all the pressure on now, but the ball's loose. The referee in amongst them there. There's something going on. Leeds player being brought out. Don't tell me it's Crooks again. How much longer is he going to put up with this man, Crooks, his antics? We know he's the captain and all that, but he's being penalised there for a stiff arm on Paul Barton, and that must have caused Barton to release the ball. Somebody's coming in and give you the old stiff arm round the neck. But Crooks gives away a penalty right in a crucial position. Saints 3-0 in the lead, and it's going to be 5-0 now with the Loughlin. He's going to convert this right in the dying seconds of this first half. As soon as Paul Loughlin's popped this over, which I have every confidence in him, I'm sure the half-time hooter will go right on the 40th minute now. There's Loughlin just composing himself. Yes, no problem. Right between the sticks there. So Saints edging to a 5-0 lead. Certainly a brilliant display this afternoon in the first half from the Saints. There's the hooter before the ball can be kicked off. But a powerhouse display from the Saints. They've withstood some severe Leeds pressure, and also Leeds have withstood some severe Saints pressure. Saints just unable to get over the line there. 6 points would have been nice just before half-time, but at half-time here at Nosey Road it's 5-0. 2 Paul Loughlin penalty goals and a Roy Haggerty drop goal separating the teams. So we look forward to an excellent second half. So the score at half-time, 5-0 in the Saints' favour. Welcome back to Nosey Road. Saints back on the field, first after a well-earned rest. Certainly done everything right in the first half. I just hope that Maestro Alex satisfied with their efforts. Certainly covered up well when Leeds did break through. No substitutions for the Saints in the first half or at half-time, and Leeds with just that 16th minute substitution with David Stevenson coming on for the injured Gary Lord. As I said before, Leeds in second position with 22 points. Saints in fourth with 15 points. They certainly need today's 2 points to catch up. Last season we beat Leeds in the players' final 15-14 at Wigan. With Paul Loughlin, his total tally of 14 points. But Leeds completed the double over the Saints last season. We lost 24-21 at Headingley after being about 24 points to 3 in arrears, just coming up with a late surge, and then 28-23 we went down here at Knowsley Road. Paul Loughlin kicks off, but eagle-eyed Mr. Steele spots an infringement straight away. Obviously Saints players, in his opinion, moving up in an offside position, so Saints are penalised in the first second of the second half play. I just hope he's as consistent all through the second half, so puts Leeds back on the attack. It's Sam Bacco powering his way in. International test forward for the Canberra, yes, and the Aussie national team. Rashton, Lyons, on to Heron, short ball there to Stevenson. Michael O'Connor quickly in, Stevenson plays it quickly, Paul Dixon takes up the running for Leeds. Well, Great Britain coach Mal Reilly, he'll have certainly give Leeds the rocket at half time. Cliff Lyons, diagonal grubber through, but David Tanner well back there. Good play from Tanner after some harassment from Phil Ford. Phil Ford being adjudged as offside. Looks as though Ford's shaking his head in disapproval, but referee Steele right on the job. So Saints awarded a penalty. Bill Beavers finds touch 10 yards outside the Saints 25. Stuart Evans breaks the first line. Bacco has to come back in with Dixon and Lee Crooks. But it's Saints now putting the power on. Tony Burke. Groves inside to Vartin, straight runner. Still goes, just brought down by his ankles. Groves now inside to Cooper. Saints spread it left. Holding inside to Beavers. Tony Burke's having a storming game, as he always does. Both Tony Burke and Bernard Dwyer, in my opinion, Saints' most consistent forwards this season. Tony Burke's only missed one game this season. The ball back to Shane Cooper. High up and under. Everybody onside there, no mistake. But Ettinghausen takes it well, round the shirt. Nothing wrong with that. Clearly round the shirt. Loughlin a super tattle, but it's on to Bacco now. The ball's released. Back to Leeds, they spread it quickly. On to Powell. Diagonal run, but Vartin brings him temporarily to a stop. He's still going, Powell. Well, a tremendous run from this international Pac-Man. Bill Ford, cross to Ashton, on to Lyons. I thought Paul Martin had stopped Roy Powell there, but certainly powered his way upfield on to Bacco. Saints tattling, have to get in there, 2s and 3s. They're a strong pack, these Leeds outfits, certainly a big pack. Well, surely the man wasn't tattled there, Bacco, always struggling in the tattle. Saints are penalised for not releasing. Another a diabolical decision, in my opinion, there by referee Steele. Tattling's the name of the game, and when players are getting really involved, the adrenaline's going. If the referee shouts hell, the players can't always hear. The idea is to get the man on the ground. But certainly the referee's not consistent with their interpretation of this ruling. But it's Leeds now after kicking upfield. Ashton trying to get the forwards going. Solid tackling there, centre field from the Saints. Maskill inside to Ashton. Lofts it up anywhere. Knock on there. Offside if he picks it up. Well, he thought twice about it. But Saints come up with the ball. I think it's Paul Groves. Well, Leeds being penalised this time for not releasing. I suppose if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for us. So Saints awarded the penalty this time. Paul Loughlin's trusty boot bangs it in touch, 5 yards inside the Leeds half. Groves onto Evans. Groves attacked in half-back. Tony Burke ready to receive. Burke comes inside, but Leeds pack there waiting to take him down. But Saints are moving upfield. Ball brought in outside to Neil Holding. Gives the dummy, tries to go through, but solid tackling there from David Heron. Gets up very slowly off Neil Holding. Saints trying to move it upfield. It's Paul Vaulting from the acting half-back position this time. Shane Cooper. Michael O'Connor beats the defence there. Feeds inside to Cooper again. On to Haggerty. Good ball there. On to Haggerty. Still going forward. Lyons in there after the ball. It's the 6th tackle now of this sequence for Saints. Back to Bernard Dwyer. Tries a drop goal. No, not enough distance from Bernard there. But the ball going dead. So Leeds are going to start with a 25-yard tap. The idea was right. Further points on the board. It's all important. A 6-point cushion. Saints at present 5 points to 0 in the lead, but a 6-point cushion means that Leeds would have to score twice to take the lead. Something which we're not going to be thinking about at all. Just 6 minutes gone in this second half. 5 points to 0. Still the same score in Saints' favour. Bacco. Vaulting brings him down. Good tackle from Vaulting round the legs. The ball back to Ettinghausen for a kick upfield. David Tanner there with Phil Ford pressing. Good lad this Ford. Certainly had rave reports, and rightly so, on the 86 Great Britain tour of Australia. Certainly injected some pace into the Great Britain backs. Phil Beavers breaks through. Brilliant break from Powell, hanging, lying on there, Powell. But referee Steele leaves it. Cooper. Well, that's a head tackle. Nothing round the neck with that. Referee is saying it's around the shirt and the far side touch judge coming on to for the tackle. So is the referee going to overrule him this time? Well, he's brought him out now. Where's the consistency in that? Either it's a head tackle or it's not a head tackle. It's David Aaron being spoken to. The referee said there was nothing in it, and the far side touch judge said there was. But Saints have been awarded the penalty. So where do you go from there? Paul Loughlin finds touch on the Leeds 25. Brilliant kick from Loughlin. Saints now have to power their way over this Leeds line. Spreading it out quickly to the right. Cooper, Bernard Dwyer, back to Cooper. On to Haggerty, short ball to O'Connor. Powering his way through. Just push Gibson out of the way there. Saints now putting the pressure on. Haggerty, straight running, driving for the line. Certainly punching holes in this Leeds defence now. Cooper, on to Dwyer. Saints faithful getting behind him now, all round the ground. Certainly a good crowd here, about 7,000 or 8,000 at least, I would imagine. A hefty sprinkling of Leeds supporters. They've had nothing to shout about today. Saints are in the lead, 5 points to 0, and Saints are putting all the pressure on now. Neil Holding. Back to Shane Cooper. Short ball there. Saints drive it in, yes! Quirk into the corner! A brilliant work there from the Saints, and they made it count. Les Quirk going in the far corner. Good wingman this Quirk. Very quiet early season, but he's certainly come to just before the Christmas period. And as I say, he's been there in the thick of it. But Saints creating the gap there. I think it was Evans that took up the running. The ball going out to Quirk, and he powered his way in at the corner. So Saints take a 9 points to 0 lead. Brilliant play from the Saints. It's just a matter of time before they powered their way over this Leeds line. Les Quirk going over there, his 11th try of the season. He's the Saints leading try scorer so far this season. Difficult kick from Paul Loughlin over there on the far side, but Leeds not yet on the scoreboard, and just let's hope they don't get on the scoreboard. Certainly bring a wry smile to Alex Murphy's face in the dugout there. Saints making it count after being awarded that penalty for a high tackle. I think it was on Shane Cooper. It was a high tackle. The referee wasn't going to give it, but the touch judge on the far side came in, and the referee had no option but to give it. Loughlin there, comes centre field. Is he going to carry? No, just goes across the face of the goal. But as I said before, Saints now 9 points to 0 in the lead. Minutes to the second half gone. Saints sitting there in good style, put plenty of pressure on, and Leeds were made to pay for it. Leeds kick off, try scorer, Quirk gathers it, head down, diagonal run, drives into the Leeds tattlers, Backo there, holding him down. Tony Burke backs into the tacklers, releases the ball, brilliant play from Tony Burke. Saints very quickly to their right. Bernard Dwyer brought down there by Ashton and Cliff Lyons. Paul Vartin boots it downfield, Ettinghausen right under it, sits up nice for him. Cooper comes in, tries to close the man down, but Ettinghausen releases the ball over there onto Bentley. But he feeds it inside. Leeds take it well. Well, Leeds come in. Brilliant play there. I thought the Leeds man has lost his footing, but he did temporarily, and Phil Vevers did, and the Leeds man went in for a try. Good quick movement from Leeds, but that puts them back in the game. Puts them back in the game. They broke quickly after Paul Vartin kicking through here. Ettinghausen went over to the right, fed it on over to the Leeds right wing of Bentley. He fed inside, and Leeds go over for a try right behind the sticks. I would imagine it to be David Stevenson taking the conversion. Well, Andrew Ettinghausen, after starting off that movement, he finished up there going in for the try, and it's Stevenson there, centre field, bangs it over, so Leeds back in the hunt now. Stevenson converts the Ettinghausen try, and it's 9 points to 6, still in Saints' favour. So 12 minutes gone in the second half, and certainly the fat back in the fire now, with Leeds hitting back there, quick break. After Saints putting on a tremendous amount of pressure. So it's 9 points to 6. Leeds in possession in their own 25, and Saints are going to have to hold them up there. A couple of forward drives from Leeds. The Crooks coming through, and the ball will be back to Ettinghausen for the kick-up field. Typical play now, both Saints wingers lying back, but Leeds trying to spread it quickly to their left, but solid tackling there, Shane Cooper in, and Stuart Evans I think it is at the bottom. The ball back now for the kick-up field. Phil Vevers has to turn round, but no problem for him. Phil Ford and Ashton there, but Vevers, he certainly looks as though he's got another couple of yards of pace today. Last few matches he's not looked as sharp, but he certainly put it together today. Perhaps Eric Hughes has had him out on the sprinting track, but he's certainly full of pace today, is Phil Beavers. Had a real good game. Certainly in contention for the man of the match. Neil Holding sees the gap, has a quick pass, but Barton goes down on it very quickly. Carl Gibson there. I think Carl Gibson knocked it down, but I don't know whether the referee's waved the tackle count clean. Well, head tackle there, both Powell and Gibson there, right in front of the referee. Well, I think that's the 6th tackle, so obviously he hasn't waved them off. Saints keep it going. Well, super kick there from Tony Burke, I think. The ball coming back to Paul Loughlin for the kick. Loughlin couldn't take it, on to Beavers, and finally to Tony Burke, I think it was. I just couldn't make out, but the ball going into touch over there on the main stand side. Leeds want to make a substitution now. Referee stopping play while they do so. Well, I don't know what's happening. Actually, there's the Leeds trainers on. Bacco's being called off, but Crooks is injured there. But Bacco is coming off, and international packman Hugh Waddell coming on to replace him. Hugh Waddell, one of the stars of the Great Britain tour, down under in '86, but Leeds come up with the ball. Hint of obstruction there, but Leeds are breaking quick. Well, obstruction again, surely. Beavers up there, gets the ball. Well, look at the tackling there on Beavers. The man's down on the ground and 3 of them piling on him. Leeds penalised for offside and not before time too. Certainly a chance for Saints to get more points on the board. Paul Barton, he's the captain, he's telling the referee that we're going for goal. Darren Blewer, Saints substitute back coming on as Sandman. Paul Loughlin there just positioning himself. Leeds penalised there for moving up too quickly at the play of the ball. Leeds coming up with the ball from the scrum. Brought it over to the left, the ball was lost and Beavers was in there. As I said before, as sharp as a tack. He was down on it after a lot of heavy tackling. He got up to play it, but Leeds were penalised for offside. Certainly a crucial goal for Paul Loughlin now. Saints in the lead by 9 points to 6. Certainly another 2 points won't go amiss. Already kicked 2 this afternoon. Is it to the left? I think it is, yes. Just to the left of the sticks, but Leeds are forced to drop out from their own 25. 18 minutes of the second half gone, 9 points to 6 the score. Certainly the game bubbling up now for a finale in the last 20 minutes. Neil Holding does the safe thing, stops it with his foot, picks it up, drives forward, tries to go underneath the Leeds tattlers, but being held down there by Powell and the Crooks. Tony Burke powers his way forward, just brought down short of the halfway. Groves onto Haggerty. Strong run of Haggerty, looks to unload. Still going forward, subject to some, well, it's Ashton there. Haggerty wriggling to get up, Ashton lying on him. Paul Barton tries to straighten it up. Evans on his left, but he couldn't release it. Hugh Waddell in there completes the tackle. Signed from the Oldham club last season was Hugh Waddell. Michael O'Connor. Very few running chances this afternoon for Michael O'Connor. Neil Holding now. Crossfield, a kick from Holding. Is he going into touch? Yes. Bounces in front of Phil Ford. Didn't make any effort there again, Ford. Looks very lackadaisical. It's a scrum down midway between the Saints, the Leeds 25 and the Leeds try line. It's a Leeds feed with Ashton to feed. One against the head here, I said it'd do, but Leeds come up with the ball. Ashton now taking up the running, using Lyons as a foil. But he's bounced down there by Cooper and Stuart Evans. Hugh Waddell. Well, Evans gives him the shoulder charge, but he gets the ball out. Carl Gibson coming cross field. Loughlin has him. Super tackle from Loughlin. Homed in on his man, and there was no way that Loughlin was going to release that tackle. David Heron leads second right. Solid tackling again from the Saints, but Saints man injured there in that tackle. He went in on David Heron, but sustained an injury. Just can't make out who it is at present. Don't know whether it's Bernard Dwyer or not. No. But Leeds, crossfield kick. David Tanner takes it comfortably. Phil Ford closing him down, but Cliff Lyons completes the tackle. Well, Lyons pushing the man down, should be penalised for that. Michael O'Connor, crossfield run, coming from acting half-back. Feeds it inside to Les Quirk, does well to take it. Comes crossfield again, still going Les Quirk. Looking to release, but the tackle complete. Well, Powell again, holding Quirk's legs. He's certainly done some hanging on as Powell. Haggerty driving straight at Phil Ford there. Saints moving it left. Shot ball there. Stuart Evans holding looming up on his left. Shane Cooper. Shot ball there from Bernard Dwyer. Lofted pass to Les Quirk. Can't take it. The ball goes in touch. I think it may have been adjudged a forward pass if it had been taken by Les Quirk. But Saints have really got to move it quickly. Over to the left. They did so, but the final pass going into touch. A scrum down right on the halfway line, just about 10 yards in from the main stand side. Leeds feed, Leeds come up well. The Leeds man knocked it forward. Saints couldn't capitalise on it, but I think it'll be a Saints feed this time. Yes, Neil Holding there on the far side. No, it's Leeds, still a Leeds feed. Well, I don't know how he makes that when the Leeds man knocked on. But Leeds come up with the ball again. And spread it quickly left. Paul Dixon. Ashton at dummy half. On to Hugh Waddell. Got to clamp this man. Got to get into the tackle, make sure he's clamped so he can't release the ball. But it's Ashton now, bobbing and weaving about. Does a pirouette, but he sets Dixon on. Well, Tanner there, brilliant tackle. He didn't take the dummy. Dixon gave the dummy and Ford was in the clear. But it's Waddell now. Centre field, looking to release. Good clamp tackle there by the Saints forwards. It's the sixth and final tackle of this sequence for Leeds. Cliff Lyons, up and under. The ball just hovering there, Powell has it. Only got to tackle the man, it's the changeover. Changeover's rule there. Well, Powell won't release the ball, he won't release so much today, as Powell certainly been hanging on to these Saints players, but he's not been penalised by referee Steele. Saints still hanging on to a 3 points lead, 9 points to 6 the score, and 17 minutes of time remaining in this second half. Groves on to Tony Burke. Certainly no shirking from Burke today in his last game for the Saints. Holding, Saints moving it left. Cooper gave the dummy, tried to run with the ball but lost his footing. Neil Holding, crossfield Grover there. Ettinghausen well positioned, takes it on the 25. Comes crossfield. Bernard Dwyer follows his man, homes in on him and bounces him down. Brilliant tackle by Bernard Dwyer there. Carl Gibson taking up the running. Evans and Barton bring him to ground. Maskill at dummy half, Leeds moving it right. David Heron couldn't release. Haggerty completes the tackle. On to Lyons now. Lyons straightens up, drives upfield. On to Ashton. Into space. Beavers has him. Ashton losing his footing. Rush Leeds on the Saints 25 now. Bringing it left. Cliff Lyons. Dixon. On to Ford. Forward, he waltzes past Tanner. He kicks it upfield, the ball's going dead. Well, Ford being adjudged to have been elbowed into touch, but he'd kicked that ball, and at the same time he kicked it, Saints came in with a tattle, but Leeds are awarded the penalty. Very dubious that, in my opinion. So certainly Leeds having a let off there with Ford kicking the ball dead. No way through for him, he was forced into touch. But the referee Steele judging that an infringement had taken place. Just waiting for a ball to come onto the field of play. It's Maskill there, I think it is, waiting to restart play. Cliff Lyons just kicks into touch. Referee, good chap as he is, catches it for him. And Leeds get play underway. Dixon. So Saints are going to have to withstand the pressure now. Maskill. Ashton. Heron, I think that is, centre field. Right in front of the Saints sticks, just 10 yards out. Ashton at dummy half. Trying to go through from dummy half position, no way through for him. Planned move here from Leeds, obviously. Maskill there, feeds it inside to Waddell. Tries to power his way to the line, but solid Saints tackling, force him back. Leeds move it left, Lyons. Well, obstruction there. Ettinghausen comes in, he loses his footing as all the Saints were sent to the Saints right. It's the sixth and final tackle. Lyons rubbers his way through. O'Connor's there to tidy up, does well, catches the ball, but brought down in the in-goal area. So Saints are forced to drop out from between their own sticks. Certainly sustained a lot of Leeds pressure there, and Leeds are going to get this ball back from this dropout. Lyons there trying to grub her through. But O'Connor did well, he actually caught the ball well in the in-goal area and was tackled. Holding kicks out, Lyons stops it with his foot. Drives up to the Saints 25. Barton completes the tackle. Lee Crooks. Maskill on to Waddell. Going over to the right there. 20 yards from the Saints line. Ashton, Lyons, player coming over to the left, short ball, onto Dixon, looking for support. Quick hands from Leeds, bring it over to the left. They're concentrating on this Saints right wing. The ball going loose, Ford tidies up. A set side from Bradford, where he scored a hat-trick in his debut at Headingley. Not on the score sheet today. Lyons lofts another up and under. Bill Beaver's well positioned, he only has to catch it. That's alright, that's a 25-yard tap restart. He did well there, Beavers, caught that ball under some severe Leeds pressure. But Leeds want to make another substitution now, with Bacco coming back on to replace Crooks. The referee, attention being brought to the referee, and he's allowing the substitution to take place. The Saints not used either of the two substitutes so far today, just 12 minutes left of normal time. Roy Haggerty takes up the running, brought down 10 yards short of the halfway line. Just a 3-point cushion for the Saints, so hopefully they can extend it in the next few minutes. Groves onto Holding, Cooper, Beavers linking up. Short ball to O'Connor. Carl Gibson in there, bundles O'Connor down. Shane Cooper now. Well, Bacco coming in rather aggressively there. I suppose Cooper's just about his size, isn't he? But Roy Haggerty tries to grub her for touch, but the ball going directly in, and as that was on the 6th tattle, it's the changeover. Sam Bacco plays the ball, Leeds shabbily take it over to the right. Troy Powell. As Leeds back in possession, so it's certainly soaking up a lot of Leeds pressure. Cliff Lyons there, turning around, not knowing what to do with it, having to take the tattle off Shane Cooper. Hugh Waddell turning round, looking to release, but a good clamp tattle there. But Leeds in possession. Release the ball, Ettinghausen backing up, but Beavers is in. Solid play from Beavers at the back today. Brings Ettinghausen down. Certainly linked up well. Gibson. Tanner comes in with O'Connor. 6th and final tattle again. Where's Lyons? We can expect one of his kicks through, but it's Ashton. Turns it back into the popular side touchline, and Grubber's in. So it's a scrum down midway between the Saints 25 and the Saints line. Neil Holding to feed. I think it's Leeds taking the scrums 4-1 in the second half at present. Leeds pushing, but Saints come up with the ball. Neil Holding's in there. Good play from Holding, head down and trying to bury his way through. Tries to burrow his way through there, but Heron stops him with the aid of his knees. Bernard Dwyer, centre field, just short of the 25. Saints moving it to the left. Cooper taking up the running, Beavers in the line, onto Les Quirk. Leeds moving up very quickly, exceedingly quickly. Good ball there, play allowed to go on, Haggerty into space, Loughlin on his left, Loughlin goes inside. Quirk on Haggerty's right, but O'Connor now, lofted ball, Bernard Dwyer takes it well, Dwyer inside to Tanner, on to Bill Beavers. Beavers creating space, centre field, brought down, 5-yard shot. Brilliant play from the Saints, the 6th and final tattle. They've got to run it. Groves, can he make it? Ball's loose, still in play, Cooper kicks it through, yes, O'Connor's in. Brilliant play from the Saints on the 6th tattle. After some sterling work, and O'Connor goes in, touches down for the Saints. Well, the player looks though he's seriously injured there. I think the police are in, perhaps he must have taken a bad knock, whether he's swallowed his tongue or whatever, I don't know, right near the post, but the police very quickly in there. Saints physio Tim Deacon going in. Obviously a lot of concern by the left of the post there. But Michael O'Connor there finishing off in good style after some superb work by the Saints. The ball going to the left, it looks as though Groves had died with the ball on the 6th tattle, but he got it out. Shane Cooper grubbered through, and O'Connor latched onto the end of it and touchdown. But play stopped temporarily while the player receives attention. I think it's Paul Groves that's injured by the post. I just can't make out. Yes, I think it is Paul Groves, but he's been taken off, I think, straight away. Oh, he's still there in behind the dead ball line, but he's going to have to go off for treatment. Yes, it's Paul Groves. He's up and about, but certainly must have been subjected to a heavy tattle there as he tried to burrow his way through to score for the Saints, but he did release the ball left. As I said, Shane Cooper took up the ball, moved it to the left, and crossfield grubber kick through, and Michael O'Connor heard his way through and powered onto the end of it and put Saints 7 points into the lead at present. Paul Loughlin, difficult kick again, 10 yards in. Looks better this time. Yes, well, that should be the nail in Leeds' coffin for today. Loughlin pops it over, converts that O'Connor try. Saints supposed to make the substitution, as I said, with big John Harrison coming on now. His third appearance of the season for the Saints. Paul Groves, I should say, still on the field of play. He's come round. I thought they was taking him off completely, but he's coming round to take his place on the dugout, in the dugout. John Harrison coming on, but it's Saints breaking quickly. The Leeds in possession. Ford breaking through. Comes inside. Beavers has him. O'Connor's try and Loughlin goal makes it 15 points to 6 in the Saints' favour, but Leeds are in possession. Roy Powell and Leeds are running hard. 4 minutes of normal time plus be a couple of minutes of stoppage time for that injury to Paul Groves. Heron for Leeds. On to Lyons. Tries to feed it back inside, but Gibson comes in field. No way through for him. Lyons plays it to himself. Takes it left. Onto Waddell. 10 yards from the Saints line. Saints have got to withstand the pressure now. 15 points to 6 in the lead. David Heron. Onto Lyons. Short ball there. Loose ball. Oh, very unlucky there. Michael O'Connor just couldn't take it. Only David Stevenson there to beat, and he'd a whiz past Stevenson like a dose of salt. Oh, just slows the game down temporarily. Leads to feed. Ashton coming round, but he loses the ball, but Leeds tidy up. Heron leading the Saints and Merry Dance, takes it to Carl Gibson, throws it anywhere. Good play there. Bentley picked it up, he took it well, but Michael O'Connor over there on the far side in again. All over this park is O'Connor. John Harrison going in there, lending an extra couple of stone to bring the Leeds man down. Leeds being forced back. Ashton. Lyons. Short ball to Gibson. Looking to go in at the corner, but he's tackled. Solid tackling from the Saints there. That man Beavers in again. He certainly had a brilliant game this afternoon. Well, Saints penalised, so Leeds with another 6 tackles to make it count, but they fumble the ball, had to play the ball. Saints come up with it. Referee waves play on, the Saints come up with the ball. Leeds penalised there for an illegal tackle by Bacco. Well, did you expect anything else on David Tanner? As I said before, he likes these little ones, does Bacco. He's just about his size. So Saints in the driving seat now. Tony Burke. 15 points to 6. Saints in the lead. Big John Harrison now, powers his way forward, still going. A tremendous run of this Harrison, you know. Big lad, 6'7", must be the biggest lad in rugby league at present. Came from the Parkside Amateur Club. He's had some rave reports in the 18, but he's had a bit of injury problems in the last a few weeks. But he's back in Alec Murphy's 15 today. He's certainly well worthy of his place. Shane Cooper now. No, nothing fancy from the Saints now, just have to calm it down, take it easy. 15 points to 6 in the lead, a 9-point cushion. Barton gives the dummy, feeds on to Neil Holding. Well, forward pass rule, must have been her line decision that. Brilliant play from Holding and Barton there. Barton gave the dummy, Holding came round and latched onto the end of that ball, but it was a judge forward. Well, we're in the last minute of normal time now, just a couple of minutes time added on for that injury to Paul Groves, which we're glad to say he's alright, he's back in the dugout, but Leeds breaking quickly from the scrum. Gibson, inside to Ford, obstruction there. Well, Ford gives it back to Lyons. Leeds with all the ball in the second half, and yet nothing to show apart from that Ettinghausen try and Stevenson goal for the trouble. But temper's getting a little frayed on the far side, or obviously an argument to who has possession of the ball. It's the first incident we've had really in this game. It's been a very clean game, but Saints going to be penalised. Neil Holding there being spoken to, no doubt who the penalty's going to. And Leeds, fine touch, just 5 yards inside the Saints half. So Leeds spreading it left. Dixon powers into the Saints defence. John Harrison quickly in there. Good tackler, Harrison. Round the legs. Leeds moving it left. Backo trying to get through. Man and ball. Haggerty's in there, just whispering in his ear. He's Roy Haggerty. But it's Maskill attacked in half back for Leeds. On to Heron, but the ball's loose. The chase is on. Can Quirk win the chase? He's still going. Quirk drops on it. Puts Saints back on the attack. In the Leeds 25. All Leeds offside. All offside there. Well, the referee very slow there in getting these Leeds men back on side, but he has penalised Leeds, so it's another chance for Saints. The 9 points in the lead. Will they elect to run it? Well, they're going for goal, they're going to play it safe, and why not? Let's calm it down, just go for goal. There's only about a couple of minutes of time remaining. We're actually in time added on for that injury to Paul Groves. But certainly Saints coming back in good style after those 2 defeats over the Christmas period by Wigan and Widnes, and hitting back in good style. Certainly avenging that 32 points to 0 defeat at Headingley on 26th of December, 25th of September I should say it was. 32 points to 0. Saints really bounced out of the game, but they've hit back in good style here. Always been in front right from the 8th minute with that Loughlin penalty goal. It was only 5-0 at half time, but Saints have extended the lead in the second half with a Quirk try, but Leeds hit back, but Saints hit back again with an O'Connor try, and it's 15 points to 6. The ball doesn't go dead. Phil Ford catches it in field. There's the final hooter. A tremendous display from Saints today, powering the way to a 15 points to 6 defeat of Leeds. As I said, it was right from the 8th minute Saints were in command. A Loughlin penalty goal, a 27th minute Roy Haggerty drop goal, and right on the stroke of half time a Loughlin penalty goal. 5 points to 0 at half time. Then in the second half Saints opened up in the 9th minute. A Les Quirk try, powerhouse try from Les Quirk after some brilliant ball handling skills. 9 points to 0. Then quickly from the as Saints was pressing, Barton kicked through. Ettinghausen started the movement off. He went over to his right, and Leeds swept upfield up the right wing, and Ettinghausen finally latching onto the end of the ball and going over under the sticks. Converted by Stevenson. 9 points to 6. The Pat back in the fire, but Saints hit back in good style after some tremendous pressure. And on the 6th tackle it was Groves. It looked as though he'd gone down with the ball right by the sticks. He came out. Cooper picked it up. He grubbed through a crossfield grubber, and O'Connor lashed on the end of it, and that was it. Taters for Leeds. Loughlin converted it from the touchline. 15 points to 6. So brilliant win here at Nosey Road. Saints now go on next week at Featherstone. with Brendan Hill is going to be in the ranks. Certainly a good display by Tony Burke today, but we look forward to Brendan Hill and Featherstone next week. So on behalf of your Saints video team, St Helens Rugby League Football Club, with Peter Tushingham photography, Brian Fears your regular cameraman, myself Ron Hoof, and with your farewell from Rosie Road after that scintillating display against Leeds, second in the table, and Saints certainly needing the 2 points from today's clash. They've come up with the goods, and just hope we can keep it up. As I said, Alex Murphy wants consistency. We just haven't been producing it, but just let's hope we can keep it up. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week at Post Office Road, Featherstone.